Now, Ethiopia has declared a state of national mourning for former President Meles Zenawi. Gabe Joselow, VOA's correspondent for East Africa, now joins us from Somalia, where he was covering the new parliament. Hello, Gabe.
Hello, Ndimyake.
First, if you could maybe paint a picture for us on the reactions from the ground as you stand.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of African leaders have come out to praise Meles' leadership, especially for his work with the African Union, which he helped to bring to Addis Ababa, and which he really played a leading role and was very active, attending all the summits and encouraging dialogue and. As you were talking about before, getting involved in negotiations between various states. There's also some worry about the transition process now that he is gone, and other African leaders hoping that there will be a peaceful succession within Ethiopia to avoid any violence or bloodshed.
As you talk about this transition process, I'm wondering in Somalia itself, especially among the Somali militants, which Ethiopia kicked out in 2006, one issued a statement, the spokesperson issued a statement saying that it's a historic day that Mr. Zenawi is now dead and that Ethiopia will now crumble. Is that a likely possibility that many are fearing and raising concern around?
I don't think there's any concern that Ethiopia will be, or I should say that Ethiopia's fight against militants in Somalia will be significantly weakened by Mr. Meles' absence. Certainly he led the charge into Somalia in 2006, and again just last year, along with several other powers here, including Kenya and Amazon forces. But the militants here did see him as they're probably their biggest enemy. So if anything, now that they have lost him as a kind of figurehead to blame for problems in Somalia and for Ethiopian intervention, it could actually do some damage to their own cause.
Very briefly, Gabe, what about the impact of Mr. Zenawi's death on U.S. relations?
Well, yeah, Mr. Meles was a big ally to the United States, not only a huge recipient of donor aid and development aid, but also a strong ally on the war on terror and seen as really one of the biggest defenders and well, I should say one of the biggest actors against Islamist militancy in Africa. So they have lost a strong ally with his death.
Well, thank you so much, Gabe Joselow, joining us there from Somalia.